JonTron's StarCade, Episode 4. Oh, wow. That is...
What's going on here? This game's technically from the future. Should be working flawlessly.
You are using an Imperial Nintendo Entertainment System.
Amazing.
The game you are trying to play,
Star Wars,
has been restricted by the Empire for containing
facts.
Instead, try one of our compatible and approved games, such as
Alderaan was an inside job.
I guess I'll just have to use one of my region unlock systems that plays everything in Gungan Basic.
Oh, no.
What do you buying?
This is not the same thing. This is bad.
This is great. I would play that Resident Evil 4 mod. Thank you very much. I would absolutely play that. I think that the joke is actually lost on a lot of people nowadays in regards to the cartridge blowing, because, believe it or not, people under a certain age, games used to be on cartridges. I got my Majora's Mask 64 game card over there, and oh my god, you're not supposed to technically blow them out. But how did we all fix the carts? Let's be real. How did we all fix our N64, NES carts, right? How do we all fix that if you're not supposed to blow on it? That's what I thought.
My dignity, but you can't take my NES. Like I said, dignity, it's fine, take it. I didn't really have much to begin with.
Mood.
The Nintendo Entertainment System is well known for being the place where you proved if you were worthy or not. It was the gauntlet for retro games. Sink or swim, and Star Wars was no exception. Let's see how the galaxy far, far away fared. Right off the bat, you get the awesome theme music, although it seems a little more upbeat than usual.
Might be the drum.
The cutscenes here look great for the NES and really serve the films well. Like, here's what I mean. See that? C-3PO's looking at you right in your eyes like you just caught him masturbating. In this first level here, you go around on your land speeder. I'm assuming this is Tatooine. And you explore various caves and environments. The game mostly takes place on foot, with Luke holding his little blaster. But hey, I want my lightsaber!
This is actually kind of evocative of Mega Man. What was the meme? I can't beat Airman. Those of you that played, you'll understand. Man, what was... Oh, God. This is very evocative of Mega Man. Almost kind of like a mix between like Mega Man and Zelda II, almost. This actually kind of goes pretty hard. That cave theme, though.
I don't really know that this music fits. Doesn't exactly scream Star Wars. You got your standard affair, you got your Tusken Raiders, your Jawas, your cave flies, your Brendan Fraser's The Mummy. But, hold on,
The movie was great.
Maybe I gotta brush up on my Star Wars lore, but I don't remember, was Brendan Fraser part of this? Who is this guy? What's he doing here? I think he might be in the wrong game.
It's probably standard alien.
Who's this?
Hi, Obi-Wan.
Oh, it's your boy Obi-Wan. What you doing in a cave, bro? It's okay, though. I know you got good intentions. I can see it splayed out all over your lifeless, cross-eyed gaze.
We're going to pause on that lifeless, cross-eyed gaze for a second. So, I think that's kind of the issue that a lot of things had with, movie adaptations of games and stuff. And I know that when I was a kid, some of this was, very apparent, even some GameCube games, is that certain events were locked behind such arbitrary things. And those of you that played old movie games and old tie-in games will know exactly what I'm talking about, right? How many times have you played something like Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, and there was a stupid catapult segment at the end of Helm's Deep? That was, for some reason, an absolute monster for me to overcome. I can overcome it now fairly easily, but it's just like, I don't know, something about it. Or playing like Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on the GameCube, right? I guess PS2 as well, right? And, God, there were just certain events in that game. I think the swamp, well, it was just kind of breaking the pacing between getting from Diagon Alley into the Whomping Willow and the whole bog sequence in between, right? That kind of thing. You have to remember I was a kid, and there was a point where I was just absolutely god-awful at gaming. So that was kind of an issue. And so Obi-Wan in the cave, from that logic, makes perfect sense, where it's like, oh yeah, you have to play a game to progress the story, which has been an issue with many, many tie-in games over the years.
Oh boy, what a great crowd tonight. What a great audience. Oh my God, there are so many monsters and scary things in these caves. How will I ever find my way? Oh, there's an exit sign right there.
Nice.
It would all be hopeless had it not been for this well-placed neon sign.
Thanks, whoever put that there.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar to Zelda II in the way that you enter the levels from a top-down angle, only to have those levels play out as a side-scroller.
Yeah.
This is a style of game that we've seen fall heavily out of popularity since this era. Most likely to do with the fact that it sucks and I hate it. There are a few cockpit dogfighting sections, though, like in the X-Wing and the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, that's cool, especially on the
Being
NES.
so shaky in here.
Eventually, you do get your lightsaber, which is pretty cool. And lucky for you, the laws of momentum need not apply. You just barrel through people at will. My God, they put a top-down shooter segment in too? This game has ridiculous variety for the NES.
It really does. Like, this is kind of a just mix mash of just popular themes. This actually goes quite hard. And in regards to the lightsaber, I could see that being an absolutely intentional design choice, because what is it trying to do? It's trying to promote Star Wars, right? How we all talk about, like, concerts talk about a media web, how certain things will talk about like a content network, content web, so to speak, right? How you have the Halo games with the Halo books as well, and the Halo cookbook and the Halo encyclopedia, et cetera, where, the Avengers, right? You have something like, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Marvel comic books, Marvel side series, et cetera. Same with Star Wars now. You have the main core 9 movies, and then you have some side movies like Solo, and then you have series like Andor and The Mandalorian, and then you have your comic books, and you have your novels still, and you have your even extended novels like Crystal Star with Warrior, right, which divides into Legends and canon at that point. And then you have me, who just kind of pisses everyone off because I like Star Wars Force Unleashed and consider it canon. Pisses everybody off. It's great.
I gotta say, it's so immersive. I'm literally getting drawn in.
Yeah.
Bonjour.
Amazing.
I am Art. And just like that, she's gone.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, look alive. You just saved the whole galaxy. A simple twitch or spasm will do.
What is
Also,
Han
Leia has a clubbed head. I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah.
Somebody better tell her. While we're at it, let's take a look at the game's sequel, Empire Strikes Back for NES.
Once again, right off the bat, awesome cutscenes and music here.
Yeah.
The game has you start out on your Tauntaun, just like Luke's in the film. All right, I'm ready. Let's go.
Amazing.
Han, you want to give me a second? I just got
That's actually an issue. One that I myself unfortunately engage in when it comes to React content is pausing like that right off the bat, and even pausing intermittently like that just breaks the flow. So I totally get when people say, Kip, you need to stop pausing so much. I'm working on my best to streamline it as much as I can. I have to add content here and there and add context. However, this is primarily why people have issues with it. And it's a valid issue. It's a valid critique, actually. It very much
started
is.
here.
All right, just get my bearings back, get situated, and oh my God, what? What do you want? What is it you have to tell me, Obi-Wan, that's so important? The lightsaber is the weapon of a Jedi. Oh, thank you. Fascinating. I'm glad you stopped me dead in my tracks to tell me that.
It's
Will you
movie
just let me
time.
play the damn game? Look, all I'm saying is...
Oh, come on! It's a little hard to control, and goddamn, somehow the blaster got even faster this time. Look at this thing go.
Whoa! My
Wow.
God! Heads down, everyone. Luke's packing the standard issue pistol over here. Trust me.
That kind of reminds me of Star Wars EA Battlefront 2, right? Origins version of that, EA's version of that. How the Heavy had that certain skill that you could rev up the rotary cannon. I don't remember what it's called, but oh my God, that reminds me of that. That thing destroyed.
You don't want to see the heavy artillery. The game is mostly a platformer, but like last time, it's a hybrid sort of thing when you really get down to it, incorporating many styles of gameplay. Whoa, what? You can see the game designer credits if you go to this corner here.
That's cool, actually. I like that.
Choose the Force.
Choose the Force? I think you're getting that wrong somewhere, but it's still catchy, so I'll let it slide.
You can also do this, whatever this is.
Teabag. That's the teabag button.
Oh. Oh. Okay. I think something's definitely happening here.
I feel like hitting it with the saber has an adverse effect on the model. That's so good.
Oh, now that's just absolutely unnecessary. He did not have to die that real.
Interesting tidbit. In this game, they brought back the Atari 2600 version of Empire Strikes Back entirely as its own level. You may recognize it by its better-known name, Bird vs. Camel. Pretty crazy, right? What used to be sold as an entire game 10 years prior is now just one minor portion of a larger game. That's
So fun fact about that. You remember Animal Crossing for the GameCube? How we just had NES? I think SNES too, right? The amount of time I'm awful at Donkey Kong. I'm awful at Donkey Kong. Like, oh god! But I played so much of that in Animal Crossing, which makes sense why they don't come with newer Animal Crossing games. So, if you forgot about it or you didn't know, the GameCube Animal Crossing has some NES games already loaded into it. You just have to find the system in game.
Progress. And most importantly, though, you can shoot up the butt of the AT-AT.
Amazing.
Inbound to the rear, Captain! Time for a backup plan, sir. The enemy appears to be totally enjoying getting it up the butt. Oh, God, I'm hit! Oh, I think I'm going down! Ah!
Okay, I think I may have sustained some serious damage, but what do you know? I think I might make it out all right. Oh.
Oh, wow. That turned out a lot better than expected. I even got my own little lightsaber.
Amazing.
I'm invincible. I'm a god. I don't even need a snow speeder. I'm coming for you. Here I come. I'm gonna break the game. I don't care about the fucking rules. By the end, you finally get to battle face to face with Darth Vader, who sits there and endlessly fires a blaster at you, just like in the movies. And then, the mother lode. Jumping up a generation, we have the Super Star Wars games. For me, there was absolutely nothing like booting one of these up. Colorful, action-packed, and each and every one unique in their own way. This was as good as it gets. There's not much bad to say about these games, barring mentioning their brutal difficulty. It was one of those games where the enemies don't stop spawning out of nowhere, so it was easy to take hits when you didn't want to.
Yeah.
Why does the blaster keep getting faster and faster with each installment? How are they even gonna keep that up? At the current rate of technological growth, we predict by the far-off year of 2002 that blasters will approximately be firing this fast. Oh my goodness, I fired directly into the gallery. Oh! Oh!
I thought this said "Ewoos" for life.
Now you may think that's where the old Nintendo Star Wars games end, but rumor has it, there exists another game
Oh no.
in a far-off and forbidden land to the east.
Oh.
And for this, we must look to eBay.
Oh, eBay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's about right. Eat right for eBay shipping too.
Oh, here it is. Yes, in fact, there exists a Japanese version of Star Wars solely for the Japanese version of the NES, the Famicom.
Yeah.
And it's completely different from the American version in every aspect, from the ground up. The game starts off with Luke looking at a transmission from Leia as shown by R2-D2. Standard stuff so far.
Right.
Leia, I'm walking here, okay? You go around whacking little owl dudes and other monsters that I don't really recall from Star Wars.
In this rendition, of course, Luke Skywalker was played by Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Pretty much everything you slice with your saber just explodes instantly. In proper Japanese fashion, the stormtroopers are freaking adorable. Also, you better...
I would say this is very much in line with Japanese platformers of the era, to be fair. Like, it's very cutesy, I would say that this falls more in line with the Japanese, like, design logos, if you will.
like the Star Wars theme if you're gonna play this. I mean, you better love it. Because this loop is all it plays.
Oh, yeah, limitations.
What? Well, it's a little early to see Darth Vader, isn't it? He doesn't usually spend his valuable time in the first level.
Bait and switch?
Whatever.
No,
If it's a fight you want, Vader, it's a fight you'll get.
He's just here. Okay. No, it is a scorpion.
Excuse me, what?
It's a shape-shifting scorpion.
That's a scorpion. I've seen them. I've seen a few of them. Picked a few from the desert. That's a scorpion right there.
I feel like at this point, asking questions is besides the point. Irrelevant.
I mean, honestly, like, that's not the weirdest thing in Star Wars. Like, we had, what was it, the Stormtrooper that got sent through time by, I can't remember what the beings were. Some higher beings that just sent a Stormtrooper through time and his, like, skeleton was there. Or the now, even though that's technically, like, RPG extended canon. So there's some weird stuff in Star Wars.
Relevant, really. But
Abeloth.
no, I think I will have to inquire, why did Darth Vader turn into a scorpion?
I don't even know if this was originally supposed to be a Star Wars game. Why is there a level with Egyptian symbolism? You fight all sorts of crazy enemies that look like they fit more into Zelda than Star Wars. What the hell? This doesn't look like it should be anywhere near this series. It's like something from a Mario game. Yes, just as I planned it. Darth Vader is much weaker when submerged in water and cannot breathe. Why am I swimming and he's not? That's not fair.
Scorpion? Shark.
Cool. This time he's a fish.
He's
what
a
a
Yorg.
trickster. I suppose the whole thing here is just going around saving your friends from various anamorphing Darth Vaders.
Yeah.
Oh, good. The Millennium Falcon was here the whole time. No, that's good to know. Glad to know I didn't even need to swim all that way. The Millennium Falcon could have just taken me straight where I wanted to go, especially considering it can just fly right beside this magical floating body of water.
You know what? No.
Well, it's forced perspective. It's forced perspective because from this era, you're looking at like obviously landmass, but you're looking at it from like a it's a top-down perspective at like if 12 o'clock is vertical, you're looking at it like a 10 o'clock perspective down.
Water.
You know what? No. This is great fun. You're always guessing. What kind of crazy creature are you gonna turn into this time, Vader?
No, it's actually Vader.
Well, that time it was just actually him, I think. Poor guy. I just wanted to slaughter an animal.
Well, mission over. Galaxy saved. Helpful
Whale.
whale. Small head dog. Han Solo. How you doing, buddy? You look like you really worked to get there. You look happy. That's good for you.
You know, there was a lesson in all this. And what that lesson was, I don't really know. But I tell you one thing's for sure. Be careful who you damage, for they may become a scary animal. Look what's going on now.
Amazing.
What's happened to me? I'm a butterfly. Star Wars taught me about this. Look out, Vader. Here I come. Thanks for watching. StarCade is back and here to stay. I'll be back soon with another episode, so stay put.
Sorry for... I've done that's a mood. Sorry for sneezing halfway through. I tried, but man, that just escaped and I was seeing dots. If you haven't checked out JonTron, definitely go check out JonTron. I'm loving going through this because I didn't really watch StarCade, and it's kind of an awesome journey just going back through this. And it also explores my passion for Star Wars, which, you know, I've already gone about my tangent on the community and how I don't touch the community with a 10-foot pole, and how I also piss off the community because I think I had canon Force Unleashed into being canon. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. I enjoy it. I grew up with it. My dad grew up with it and saw them in theaters, so it's something I've really fallen in love with over the years. But I digress. What are your thoughts? Have you played any of the games mentioned on the NES, SNES, or Famicom? Have you played any of these? What are your thoughts on them? Do you know exactly what I say when I discuss, you know, movie games and tie-in games having those arbitrary barriers into getting to the content you want to play, you know, such as areas that you have to play through to just get to the good bits, you know? What is your hottest Star Wars take in regards to what you find canon and not canon? Do you know what I mean when I say Abeloth and my frustration that we will probably never get the Abeloth conclusion? Let me know in the comment section, all that fun stuff. It's been amazing to react to this, and have a good rest of your day.